Hi, I'm Brad Rosley. Thanks for tuning in again today. Really excited to share with you one of my favorite strategies and things I take advantage of as a business owner myself. It's called a solo 401k. Other names for it include solo K, individual participant 401k, uni-k. There's a lot of different names for it. Believe it or not, if you're self-employed, you can have your own 401k. Most people don't believe that or don't know about that. They think they have to work for a big company, and it's not the truth. The truth is you can set up your own individual 401k. The only other person you can include in that 401k would be a spouse, if he or she is also employed by your company. The benefits are unbelievable. The amount of money you can put away is shocking in relation to your income. Most self-employed people have only heard of SEP IRAs, self-employed individual IRAs, SEP IRAs. That is fine. This is better. The solo 401k, which generally costs very little, if anything, to set up with a custodian, allows you to put away 100% of your income up to $20,000 if you're under age 50. If you're over 50, there's a catch-up provision that allows you to put in another $6,500. So imagine maybe it's your second income, you and your spouse, and your second income. Maybe you're a realtor or something else. And normally, when you think of a second income, that's added on to the first income in your family, and that's paid at a high tax bracket. Well, imagine if you make $20,000 on the side, you can put that entire $20,000 into your own 401k. You can choose to pay no tax on that contribution, which is an annual contribution, as long as you make that income. You can only put $20,000 in if you actually make that much. If you only make 15, you can put the whole 15 in. If you make 5, you can put the whole 5 in. If you make 50, you can put the first $20,000 in as a 401k contribution, and you can put that SEP contribution or profit sharing contribution, which are one of the same, and on top of that. So let me run through those numbers for a minute. You're 50 years old, you make $50,000 self-employed income. You can pay yourself a salary of $50,000, but take $26,000 of that as a deduction in a traditional 401k plan and not pay federal income tax on that contribution. In addition to that, you can make an employer contribution of $12,500 on that same $50,000. So we got 26 plus 12,500. We literally have $38,500 of the $50,000 going in to a solo 401k in that example. Now, if you're under age 50, you don't get the $6,500 catch-up contribution that you're allowed to make if you're over age 50. Secondly, if your spouse is employed, same business, he or she can do the same thing up to the amount of income that they earn if they don't make the $20,000 or $26,000 if they are over 50, and the profit sharing contribution. It's not an all or nothing proposition either. Maybe you make $20,000, but you only want to put in 10. Fine, go ahead and put in 10. How do you invest that money? Well, you can invest it in a brokerage account. You can buy Amazon stock, you could buy a bond, you could buy a mutual fund. You can invest in anything that's available at the brokerage account and take advantage of all the different rules and the tax deferral you get with a 401k and a separate profit sharing contribution, meaning that growth in that money is not taxed until you take it out. You can also do something that I happen to do with my 401k. Personally, I use a Roth 401k. I contribute all my money, my $26,000 a year, and I don't take a tax deduction on that money. I pay the tax on it now, and then I have a pot of money in my Roth 401k that, yes, it grows tax deferred, but it also won't be taxed when I go to take the money out of retirement. I've done other videos on the Roth 401k I recommend you use. But the neatest thing about this is that you can put away a ton of money, up to $63,500 a year if your income warrants, into the solo 401k, which is way more than what you can put into a SEP plan, which is what a lot of self-employed people have been using for years. And I'm sorry that your accountants have never told you about this, but it's out there and it's available. I'll put a couple links in my YouTube description to the IRS website and to a calculator so you can easily calculate how much money you can put into these plans. If you want individual help setting these up, I do have my own business at fortunefinancialgroup.com, and I work with people all over the country. So if you'd like individual help and hand-holding, I'm happy to do that for you. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a great day. Make sure to give me a subscribe and a like too. I almost forgot to mention that. Give me a like and a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.